Hey, what's up everyone? Blitzball Champ is back here with a brand new video here on the U to the Tube. Okay, so we are now getting prepped for week 2 of the NFL 2020-2021 season. So Carolina Panthers are getting ready to head on the road to face off against the Tampa Bay Buccaneers in the first division game of the season for Carolina. Um, Tampa Bay actually had their first division game last week when they played the Saints and lost to the Saints. So let's break down this matchup. According to the ESPN matchup predictor, yeah, 72.5% chance that Tampa Bay wins, 27.3% chance Carolina wins, 0.2% chance of a tie. Looking at the injury report, there's a couple of things to note. Kwan Short been dealing with ankle injury, who did not practice, but hopefully he'll be good to go come Sunday. He played through that ankle injury the rest of the game on Sunday against the Raiders, but so that's positive. But hopefully he'll be ready to go on Sunday because we need him. We definitely need him. Dante Jackson also had an ankle injury as well, but he was a full participant today in practice, so that helps. And it looks like Dennis Daly will be out once again for this game, and which would mean Michael Schofield will get the start yet again, which I'm okay with. Um, we had YGM, Shaq Thompson, or YGM was a limited participant in practice. Shaq Thompson, Pharaoh Cooper, and Stephen Weatherly were full participants, which all you can find all that on the Carolina Panthers team website. Looking at this game now, I know a lot of people are probably thinking, we got a good shot. The Tampa Bay Bucks just lost, and Brady threw 2 picks, one being a pick six, and that's fine. On any given day, anybody can win. Here's the thing, though. There's a lot that has to be cleaned up going into this game for us to even have a chance. Few things to keep in mind. Yes, Tom Brady didn't have so hot of a game. But we also have to remember it is still Tom Brady. This Buccaneers team is loaded with weapons. Tom Brady, Leonard Fournette, LaShawn McCoy, Mike Evans, Chris Godwin, OJ Howard, Gronk. The team is loaded with weapons. I mean, on paper, this team might as well be a super team. I mean, when you think about it, I mean, you look at this roster, just even by looking at the players that participated in the previous game, like Jason Pierre-Paul, Shaquille Barrett, Ndamukong Suh on defense, Levante David. I mean, Antoine Winfield Jr. Like, this is a stacked team. Do not be fooled. Yes, they lost in the first week, but do not be fooled. This team is still loaded with talent. So that's one thing to definitely keep an eye out. And look at what they have versus what we have and how Carolina did in week one, there's a lot of concern. That on top of the fact that, this is a division game. This is, you know, one of 6 division games this season. That's very important. Very important. This is also the first away game for Carolina. And to be honest, like, my prediction before was I didn't really see us beating Tampa Bay both times. If anything, my original prediction was we would split against the Saints and the Falcons. Well, now looking at the Saints, I mean, shoot, they're really the team to be feared the most right now in the NFC South. But I'm gonna stay on topic. A couple of things that have to happen that I believe gives Carolina a chance. On offense, start strong with the run. Christian McCaffrey had a good game, almost got 100 yards rushing, got 2 touchdowns. That should be your bread and butter. I'm not saying he's got to have 50, 60, 70 carries a game, but C-Mac is your bread and butter. Like, I really want to see, just a little bit more of his usage. Really, really want to see that, especially with how well the offensive line did overall in week one. C-Mac's got to be a bread and butter in this situation and really open up the game for the play action pass and, just for the passing game in general. Because like I said, the offensive line, for that first game did pretty well. Secondly, I really hope that DJ Moore and Curtis Samuel can really get more involved, especially Curtis Samuel. He didn't have a lot of touches. He did have 1 or 2, impactful touches, but we got to get him really involved more, utilize his speed in this offense. DJ Moore has to be better disciplined. He was not disciplined well in that first game. So DJ Moore has to really, really come out swinging, being, the number 1 receiver on the team. And of course, Robbie Anderson shined pretty much immediately in the previous game. So I really want to see this receiving core in full effect. Ian Thomas, Chris Manhertz, and just the continuation of the offensive line's success. They only gave up a sack, but overall, this offensive line did really well. And the key for this team to be able to put up points like they did previously, offensive line's got to keep that consistency going. So I really hope to see that in this game, give Bridgewater some time to make some good decisions. Another thing, I do want to see Teddy Bridgewater take a couple of more shots than normal downfield. I mean, we got the big boomer, 75-yard passing touchdown to Robbie Anderson. I really want Bridgewater to take a couple of more shots downfield. So I'm really hoping to see that. We got a great receiving core. Add in Christian McCaffrey and do some damage. We got to use our resources. Use our resources to the fullest. Teddy B's been making some good decisions, some good throws. He's been taking care of the ball. There were a couple of close calls in the previous game, but thankfully, still no interceptions. So that's good. The offense put up 30 points, so not bad. But here's the thing, though. There were a handful of those where we really, really could have used touchdowns instead of field goals. So Carolina has to finish off drives. They got to do a better job at finishing off drives. Otherwise, it's going to be the same sort of thing once again. So they have to do a better job at finishing drives with touchdowns instead of field goals. So that's going to be really, really key for the Carolina offense. On defense, the main thing that I have, play defense. Just overall, in general, y'all have got to play defense. Now, I know one of the things that was pointed out was that supposedly 10 to 12 defensive calls were the wrong calls, or, the wrong defense was on the field, the wrong formations, whichever, and that there were potentially headset issues, which can happen. Technology can, have its errors sometimes. So that can happen. But you can't let it get to 10 to 12 times before you try to do something about it. Cuz 10 to 12 times, that's a free drive right there. That's a free scoring drive for the offense. One, possibly two. You can't do that. Like, that should have been addressed and rectified after the first or second incident of that. If the headsets were not working, or if the calls weren't going out correctly. It should not have taken 10 to 12 times of that happening for something to have been done. You can't do that. This isn't a preseason game. This is a regular season game that counts. You have to make everyone count. So, that can't happen. That can't happen again. 10 to 12 times. No, you don't let it get that high. You don't let it get that high. So hopefully that won't be an issue this time around. And just, we really got to play smart on defense and really be aggressive. Like, the team didn't get a single sack nor turnover. They didn't get a single sack against the Raiders. Now, everybody that watches NFL football that has seen Tom Brady play, if you give Tom Brady plenty of time, he will make a play. He's done this for years. There's a reason why, he's won as many championships as he has right now. You cannot give Brady options and time to throw. I don't care if they have to blitz all game. If you give Brady plenty of time, he will make a play. So this is key for Carolina. They need to be up in his face. They need to get as much pressure as possible. I want to see Carolina do what Washington did to Carson Wentz. That's what I want to see. That's how you disrupt Brady. That's how you throw him off his A game. Carolina needs to go from no sacks to having a bunch of sacks in this game against Tampa Bay. Need to get pressure. Need to get consistent, continuous, in Brady's face pressure. Another thing, it is very, very vital that the defense stops the run this game. When you have a 1-2 punch in LaShawn McCoy and Leonard Fournette, they need to stop the run. No questions asked. This defense needs to stop the run. They need a big priority needs to be on stopping the run, and a big priority needs to be getting to the quarterback, getting in Brady's face. Because at the end of the day, the secondary is young. There's still a lot, to work on there. But I feel like a big part on defense is stopping the run by any means necessary and getting in Brady's face. Even if they got a blitz 90, 100% of the time, I don't care. If you give Brady plenty of time, he will make a play. Plain and simple as that. So that's pretty much all that I have. Um, this is a must win. I mean, the first game is a must win. They all are must wins. But this is a gajillion infinity times a must win game. This team cannot go down 0-2. They just can't. Thankfully, there's still plenty of football left. The Saints are the only team that got a win. Falcons, Panthers, and Bucks lost, so there's still time, still opportunity to fix and correct errors. But this is a divisional game. This is key. This is a must win. Must win. High priority. And I really feel like deep down, if Carolina can do those things on offense and defense, I have no doubt that they can pull out a win. I'm already confident that the offense can put up the points, but defense is still the biggest concern for me, especially with the kind of roster that Tampa Bay has right now. So we'll see. We'll see. Anyway, that's all that I have. What are y'all's thoughts? Y'all think Carolina will get this win, or do you think they'll fall to 0-2? What do y'all feel are the keys to success for this game? What do you feel needs to happen to give Carolina the best chance to get this first win? Thank you so much for watching. Be sure to like, comment, and subscribe. Hit that notification bell so you don't miss a video. Thank y'all so much. Hope everybody has a blessed day, and I will see y'all soon. Peace.